The city of Cúcuta, Colombia, with a resident population of 800,000, plus an additional 200,000 migrants, is the largest city that borders Venezuela. Cúcuta is the capital of the department of Norte de Santander. This department shares a 364-kilometer border with Venezuela, making it impossible to control migration and trafficking with only 7 police stations. Colonel George Quintero, commander of all police forces for the department, informs us that there have been 123 homicide deaths so far this year from trafficking and paramilitary operatives. This year alone, there have been 16 kidnappings, including 2 foreigners from Holland. On this bridge between the two countries pass 30,000 people every day. Last year and the year before, 164,000 immigrants, refugees from Venezuela crossed this bridge into Colombia. 25% of them were under 11 years old. Venezuelan tanks mobilize along the border not far from our location. Just this past week, a Venezuelan military helicopter flew over Colombian airspace and was fired upon by Colombian ELN guerrillas. This concentration of ELN, EPL, and FARC guerrillas get their funding from cocaine cultivation in the Catatumbo zone not far from here. Cheap Venezuelan gasoline, smuggled across the border, and chemicals from Medellin combine to make this a center of cocaine production. Children are taken from their parents under duress and are used to process the cocaine. From here, the coke crosses the border into Venezuela, and the Venezuelan military controls the international export of the drug. I have in my hand 5,000 Colombian pesos, it's about $1.50, and it's equivalent to 25,000 bolivares. Here on the border of Cúcuta, just about 200 yards away from the Venezuelan border. The inflation is so high that people carry in wheelbarrows the bolivares to exchange. You'll see boxes, we saw boxes filled with bills that maybe value 100,000 Colombian pesos, or about 35 American dollars. Socialism has created a humanitarian crisis in Venezuela. For 2 years in a row, Venezuela tops Bloomberg's Economic Misery Index. There are statewide shortages of food and medicine. The Maduro government tortures and imprisons its citizens.
Antes, los perros, ¿verdad?, eran los que comían la basura, ¿verdad? Rompían las bolsas de la basura y le comían allí. Ahorita ya perros que usted ve no existen. Son los humanos, somos nosotros los que buscamos, ¿verdad?, comida en la basura. Y eso no es mentira, es verdad.
Estamos pasando necesidad, por eso nos venimos, dejamos la familia, a nuestros nietos, a nuestros hijos allá.
La realidad la vivimos acá. La mayoría de nosotros no vinimos porque allá no se consigue comida, no se consigue medicamentos.
Young women and teen girls cross the border into Cúcuta and become sex workers, selling themselves for as little as 20,000 Colombian pesos, or about $8 US.
Hago esto por mí, por simplemente una necesidad, porque en serio que a mí no me gusta esto, y lo hago es por ella, porque en Venezuela de paso que no se consigue nada, no hay nada, todo es caro, la comida es cara, la leche, todo, ni pañal ni nada, y aquí uno se arriesga todo. A las amanecidas uno se amanecía, uno no sabe si regresa o no regresa, pero uno va a confiar en Dios, yo confío en Dios.
We are working to provide relief and development to refugee children. Generations Humanitarian builds and operates orphanages and drop-in centers for street children in Latin America.